It is your boy, the Mulatto Ronin, back on at it again with another banger and fire video for y'all's out there today. They're y'all. Welcome on back to the channel. But guys, it's been a few days since I dropped on this channel, but I'm very glad to be back. Things are going to be changing here soon because I am in the process of moving. So I'm going to be leaving Texas definitely next week, either back home to Florida or with this new job opportunity. So I got an interview first thing in the morning. It's going to be in a whole nother state. So I may not even go back to Florida. So I don't know what to expect, but I'm going to see how things go. But with this whole new job opportunity and everything, I really want to go into depth about this particular topic because, I don't want to say I got into it with family, but, it's just when you're about to take a leap of faith, this is a really important topic because in the black community and also the golden race community as well, the Afro mixed people, like with our communities, when it comes down to risk taking and taking a leap of faith and going after a certain opportunity, like why is it just not encouraged for, the youth to really just take a leap of faith? And I don't know what it is, but I feel like this is a big problem with a lot of Afro melanated people, especially with just regarding families. And we wonder why so much of the youth just can't seem to grow, especially people like me. You're a minority within a minority, walking around with this phenotype. Then on top of that, don't let you be somewhat attractive like myself, it's going to be a bit tougher out here for you, not trying to make excuses, but, you're going to have to move and shake a little differently out here. And that's just not talked about enough. And I just feel like, man, like just as a man, if you're going through life and you're just trying to build yourself up out here, you really do got to, number one, you got to have God, first of all. I don't care what anybody says. And then because if you have God, you're going to feel more comfortable with taking those leaps of faith. That's what it's all about. Like literally like what it's all about, when you're walking with God, because like you're literally going through life and just walking in faith, and not by sight. Now, that doesn't mean you just do the most idiotic things. No, but if there is opportunity, if there is a chance for success, go ahead and take that leap of faith, man, because this is how we break generational curses. And I think that's very, very important because I see so much talent in the black community and also the golden race community as well. And I'm just looking around. I'm just like, man, like it is so sad seeing that so many families just don't motivate their children to really just go build. Like, guys, when you're a man, like it's in your DNA to go build. But I don't know what it is, but it's this is the one thing I really cannot stand about the black community and even the golden race community as well. It's just like when it comes down to building, it is so demonized. It's like I don't get it. It's like why don't people that look similar to you don't want to build and they just want to, like, it's nothing wrong with working a job. It's nothing wrong with that. But here is some people right here and they just got a different perspective. They're trying to move and shake a little differently. Like, why is it always like, oh, I don't think that's a smart idea. Oh, don't do this, do this. It's like, stop trying to tell these kids what to do. Like, and just let them make their own mistakes, because I was on the phone with my dad and, a few other family members and stuff. And I was telling them, hey, I may have a potential job opportunity, working at like a national park and everything. And, yeah, like the housing and stuff is included, different opportunity, different way of life. And even though it's seasonal, but I can still stack up a lot of money during that time. I literally have no bills pretty much. Food is covered. And I'm just like, as a young man, still trying to build myself up, no kids, I'm going to go ahead and, take on that opportunity because I really don't want to go back home to Florida. Because I know, yes, barber school is not a bad idea, but looking at the state of our economy and everything that's going on right now, trying to work and really trying to balance school and everything, I really don't want to do that. So for me, taking a leap of faith and going out there to a national state park and really working out there and being just around a bunch of like-minded people like myself, building a new group of people, I want to do it. And it's a lot of people telling me not to. People are saying, "Oh, what if you get fired? What if you go homeless? Or like, what's your plans after you finish with the seasonal gig and everything?" I'm gonna just go ahead and do another one. Like, guys, they reach out to you super fast. You can, like, guys, like seasonal work, like they make shit shake very, very quick. It's not like anything else I've ever seen when it comes down to the job market. So like that's why I want to do this. But why is it, man? Like, with like just in the black community, man, it's just like just this work mentality, but don't build. Don't build. Don't forget dreams and everything, aspirations. Forget your health. Let's just work. Let's just live a life of misery. Forget your mental health and let's just go with the flow of society. Like, that's one of the things that really do have to change, because I'm tired of seeing so many people waste their potential. And it's like when you speak on these things, you just get ridiculed. And just after a while, just like as a young man, I learned to not really tell family really much of anything. And it's so surprising. I'm really surprised that family do be asking about me at times, because I'm just like, oh wow, really? Like, I just feel like no matter what I do, it's never really right. It's always wrong. That's how I always felt growing up, and even still to this day. And don't get me wrong, like, yes, like my family do got my best interests and like definitely got my back at times. I can understand me being a young man and me making certain decisions isn't really the smartest idea, but at the same time, me coming across a job opportunity where I get to work in a new environment, and of course, my family like, oh, well, you're the only melanated person over there and everything. Don't think just because you're light skinned mulatto and everything, it's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. I'm not saying that, but at the end of the day, I'm not walking around with so much fear in my heart. I feel like that's such a big problem in the black community. Like, why is there such a fearful mentality? Like, can we just live life? Like, let your kids just go through their own experiences. Like, don't try to deter them. You can give them a warning. You can say, hey, be aware of this. Hey, you might want to do your research on this. But I'm just trying to grow, man, because I'm looking around, like, I'm just like, bro, like, I don't think it's a bad idea. Going out there to a national state park, working there for seasonally 6 months to a year, and stacking up enough money, and then I can go to another seasonal park, and guess what? Like, you would accumulate so much thousands of dollars, and you're in a more less stressful environment. You don't really have to worry about really bills or anything other than your phone bill, really. It's like, bro, like, that's not a bad life to live. Because I'm one of those people, man, I really care about my peace, care about my mental health, I care about my physical health. And trying to do that with these normal jobs is like, I just don't know how you're supposed to do that. Don't get me wrong. I have no issue with working. Like, I will work. But I'm looking around this job market. I'm just like, bro, how on earth are you supposed to get ahead as a young man to, like, in this day and age? And then on top of that, another reason why I don't want to go back home to Florida. Like, everybody's saying, oh, you're going to be closer to family and everything. It's like, does it really matter if, like, family don't even come together? Don't even really help one another like that, Like, I mean, like, nobody's building. Everybody's just working. Nothing wrong with work, but it's just like, why don't you want to build? It's like, why do I have to go to other sources and just like other groups of people to build with? Like, why is it such a struggle to build with other people that look similar to me, you know? Like, why is that such a issue? Like, why is that so difficult? And I think that's a big problem because, like, it's so many young Afro melanated people out here who just be like, dang, like, I see why people, like a lot of us, be like, dang, I gotta make it as an actor. I gotta make it as a music artist, you know, in order to really be successful, you know. Cause it's like, dang, man, it's like we're looking at the end result. Like, guys, kids aren't dumb. They're seeing the stress that you're going through as parents, and they're like, I don't want that. Working 80 hours plus a week, and I don't get to see my family. My parents are mentally stressed, and yeah, they just don't have time for anybody, you know, barely have time for me. Like, you think you want to, like, guys, like, I see why Gen Z don't really want to have kids like that. I mean, it's for that reason. And it's even worse in the Afro melanated community. But this is just such a big problem, man. Like, I just don't know the solution. But I'm here to say, all the parents out there, let these kids take risks. If a kid wants to go do something and they know it can really shape them to be a better person and shape them to really get ahead in life, let them do that. Stop worrying about the what ifs. What if that happened? What if this happened? At the end of the day, you live one life. You know, literally, guys, the next day is not guaranteed. Lord forbid, I may not wake up the next day. You know, Lord forbid, you know. Hey, the rapture could happen tomorrow, which would be fantastic. I don't have to be in this sick world no more. You know, like I'll be going somewhere much more like I'm literally much more prosperous, you know. So anything can happen. And I just think that's a better mindset to have, you know, like, cause I don't know, man, like just constantly worrying about this, about that. Like, just, nah, man, life is supposed to be a lot more simpler. Life is supposed to be fun. You know, yeah, life is going to have challenges, things you're going to have to go through. But I mean, man, like, parents, y'all really do got to push y'all kids to really take risk out here, especially Afro melanated people. Like, that's a really big issue, because this is a big problem why you don't see a lot of kids really growing. They feel like they're not enough. They feel just stuck in life, you know, for that reason. And then when they bring up certain things, certain experiences they're going through life, you know, y'all automatically see that as just like, oh, they're just like they're telling you so many different dynamics, and it just goes out the other ear, you know. But that's really all I gotta say. You know, let me know what you guys think of this. You know, all the parents out there, Afro melanated people, do you guys agree with me that this is a major issue that needs to be solved? But I had to go into it, but most likely I'm gonna go ahead and still take that leap of faith and go out there to that national state park and try to work over there. Hopefully bring you guys some content. But parents and everybody, like family, everybody saying, oh, that's not a good idea. I don't think you should do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it. At the end of the day, as a man, I think you should take risk in your life, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, I know, is it the smartest idea to not go out there with that much money? Probably not. But guess what? By the end of that, after you finish working, you're gonna have quite a few $1,000s. And guess what? You can maneuver pretty well with that. And I got my passport, so America ain't even my end all be all, you know. So like, I'm trying to move around, bounce around, and see the world, you know. Like, that's me. I like to move around. I don't like to stay in just, I just don't get how some people can just be okay with just literally be born, raised, and die in the same city and same place. Like, you don't want to see what else is out there? I don't know, man. But that's all I gotta say. It is your boy, the Mulatto Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. Y'all take it easy.